So today we've been working on some scenes towards the middle of the play, which is really where the sort of crisis happens, and we've been doing it with line feeding, which means they've been able to move freely around the space and really encouraging them to explore different tactics to get what they want, and they've come up with some really exciting stuff.
Rehearsals are going absolutely brilliantly. I'm one of those actors that's slightly nervous about learning lines, and we started a new system yesterday called feeding, which is a system whereby you're fed your lines by someone else and you say it, and it's incredible how in the moment it makes you feel, and I just feel very sort of creative and inspired. So yeah, and that's week 2, so that, you know, having that in week 2 of rehearsals, we've done pretty much the entire play in this style, and it's really free. It makes you feel really sort of free and experimental.
I have another offer.
I have another offer.
Take him to do his interview.
Take him to do his interview.
Take his money.
Take his money.
I'll stick around here.
I'll stick around here.
Then when he's gone, take him to the boys and I'll give you another 50,000.
And when he's gone, take me to the boys and I'll give you another 50,000.
That way we both get interviews.
That way we both get interviews.
You get paid twice.
You get paid twice.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. What excited me the most initially was the script, to be honest with you. I don't want to sound pretentious, but I'm one of those people that thinks it starts with a script. If you don't have a good script, you don't have a play. And I absolutely loved it. So I think it's a brilliant script, a brilliant story, and yeah, a great cast. So loving it.
I've been surprised by, I always thought it was such an action-driven play, and it is, but there's so much character and character depth in it that the actors are really finding, and so much nuance that is there alongside the sort of fast-paced action, which I'm finding really exciting.
Yeah, and how almost through being in the extreme situations that the characters are put in the play, they realise things about the world and about themselves. That sounds a bit stupid, but like today, in the scene where the journalist characters are taken by their fixer to interview the militants, and it's potentially a very dangerous situation because the militants could sort of turn at any moment and kill them. Sort of through Chuck's, who's the fixer's involvement with one of the journalists, you begin to learn a lot more about how he sees Nigeria, and how for him it's not about the Western companies extracting the oil, it's about corruption within Nigeria, which means that although it's a very oil-rich country, normal people, like the normal guy on the street, is living in abject poverty. And I think that it's very interesting that almost in situations where so much is at stake that people have nothing to lose, you discover things about.
And it's very exciting for us because, like Dan said, the actors bring something to every scene and every moment that we could never have planned or wanted. It's almost like every time we do it, we realise more is possible, and that's really exciting.
They showed me a picture this night.
They showed me a picture this night.
Of a man.
Of a man. Of a man.
This traitor betrayed the boys, so they beat the hell out of him.
This traitor betrayed the boys, so they beat the hell out of him.
The blood was pouring.
The blood was pouring.
The man was dying.
The man was dying.
He begged the boys to take him to the hospital.
He begged the boy to take him to the hospital.
So they put him in the boot of the car
So,
and drove him to the hospital.
They put him in the boot of the car and drove him to the hospital.
When they reached there, they carried him out to the
When they
car and
reached
went
there,
inside.
they carried him out and went inside.
They took him to the mortuary.
They took him to the mortuary.
They opened one of the freezers
They
and
opened
closed
one of
him
the
inside.
freezer and put the person inside.
When he was still alive.
When he was still alive.